Welcome to the Cure CERT1 podcast. We are Wes and Samantha Rogers, parents of a beautiful daughter with CERT1 or CERTRA syndrome. We're searching for other parents and families around the world who are facing this rare disease, hoping to unite our voices, our strength, and our hope to find a cure for our children. This is more than just our story. It's about building a global community that will make a real difference. Join this parent-led movement, and together, let's shape a brighter future for our children. Hi, it's Wednesday, April 23rd, and we are so glad that you guys are joining us on our third podcast. We would love to update you guys on some exciting and upcoming things coming down the pipeline for Lottie's Light Foundation. Of utmost importance, we'll be introducing some new information on the upcoming consortium, so please stay tuned. Thank you for joining us. This month has been chock full of opportunities that have come our way. We are so thankful for being able to be featured on the Lunch for the Soul episode on Fox 26 Houston. That was a really exciting time that we got to really shine a light on Lottie's Light Foundation and bring to light CERT1. And it was really neat how she gave us the opportunity to spell it out, and she literally put it on the screen, CERT1. And so that way, if anyone in the whole country was watching it, they would know, that we have that diagnosis, and that if they've heard of that or seen somebody with that, they can come to us. I recently my mom said that one of her friends was in Florida, and it came on the Florida news there. And so she was visiting a friend, and she said, I know those people. So I thought that was news to me, which is really exciting. Our other coverage just recently came out here locally in the Austin American Statesman newspaper, where we were featured and again given a huge opportunity to talk more about Charlotte and her rare genetic disease. So we are really grateful for all of these opportunities.
Today, we'd also like to do another volunteer highlight, and specifically a huge thank you to Matt Motter, a friend of ours and a website guru who helped and has helped start the website, build it, and maintaining it. There were a lot of late nights in October to try to get this thing built out, teaching me, all the tricks of building websites. So Matt, huge thank you, man, to help us get that started and launched for Lottie's Light. So all that stuff that you see on the website is because of him. So we can't do this without all of our volunteers. If you, I think another plug for volunteers, all this work is being done through volunteers. And so if you have a skill that you want to provide, jump in and help, please reach out. There's the volunteer page, link in the show notes. Thanks, Matt.
As we mentioned before, we are very thrilled to be hosting our first annual consortium coming up on May 3rd. What is a consortium is a question I've been asked by my family, my friends, because I am really excited about it. I've been talking a lot about it. So a consortium is a gathering of like-minded individuals collaborating to achieve a common goal. That is moms, dads, caretakers, and those doctors, neurologists, developmental pediatricians who are caring for CERT1 patients. If you have a doctor who's interested in joining, please invite them, and they are more than welcome to come. This will be held at 9:30 CST, 9:30 in the morning. And so that will be for those of you across the pond in the afternoon. So please align your time with 9:30 so that in your time zone, you make sure it's the correct time so you can be present and accounted for, because we really, really want this for all of us to be able to be together at that time. So for the first hour, we're going to kind of start with a little intro, and then we're going to let our researchers take over. Dr. D'Angelo and Dr. Gennarino will be speaking on the basic biology of CERT1. So that will be kind of in that first hour, and they are going to catch us up to speed on where they are now. and they're going to hopefully kind of bring it full circle for us from 2023 paper to now, and obviously our hopes for the future and moving forward. So we're really excited. For those of you who haven't met them, these men are some of the kindest, most humble, smartest people you will ever meet. And it's really been such an honor getting to know them and just hearing their joy and excitement for all of us banding together and coming to know one another and each other's stories even more. So I'm really excited for that first hour. And then the second hour, we are going to save for family question and answer. So just specifically, we're going to do it for moms and dads and caretakers directly with our CERT1 patients. And then if there's any time left over in that hour, we will let physicians also raise their hands and ask some questions. Otherwise, they can reach out directly to the researchers with clinical questions if they have them. We will all probably have a million questions, and so there are little virtual hands. We're going to be using Zoom, so on that side there it will be organized as much as possible in that way. So you might have to wait a little bit, but we will get to every question in that time, and we're just really excited. We hope that this is an annual thing. Like I said, it's our first ever, so we'll be offering this each year. That way we're bringing all of us up to speed on what's happening in the research, how we can get involved, how we can help really push that needle forward, and get really good care for our kids and understand the biology. And then obviously we're moving toward a cure. So yeah, we hope that you can join on Zoom. It has closed captioning, and so when it translates, it will be translated on your side. What I understand is that you can then choose the language you're wanting English closed captioning translated into. If nothing else, if that is not available, we will make sure to record our time so that you can get it translated on the other end into your language that you speak. And that way everyone can join and everyone can be a part of this time.
We have a tremendous goal to cure our kids, to create therapeutics or find and repurpose existing therapeutics to treat our kids. And this is not something that's possible for us to do all by ourselves. So I'm excited to share today the partnerships we have so far in this journey. Samantha mentioned the two researchers that'll be speaking at the consortium. Those are our biggest partners, the D'Angelo Lab at EPFL in Switzerland and the Generino Lab at Columbia University Irving Medical Center in New York. They have both been huge in uncovering Sertr syndrome. As many of y'all have read from the paper published 2 years ago, that study and research is ongoing, and they'll be instrumental partners in our search for a cure. A new partner is the Orphan Disease Center at UPenn through the Jumpstart program, and they help advance therapeutic development and overcome obstacles in rare disease research for patient advocacy groups like ours. So they'll be a great consultant and helper in that regard. And then what I'm really excited about and have been working on is Combined Brain. They are a tremendous partner for rare neurodevelopmental disorders like ours. A big way they will be supporting us is by providing a biorepository to store patient samples that we can then share with researchers in our quest for a cure and studying different therapeutics. So I'll be plugging that here in the coming days and months of, hey, send your blood to Combined Brain, send your kid's blood to Combined Brain, so those can be used for the research, for the study. So that's really exciting to have that. We've already started submitting CERT1 patient samples to Combined Brain, so more to come there. I want to give a huge shout out to the Everett family for their t-shirt fundraising campaign, raising $1,600 that will help us fund drug screening to find FDA-approved drugs for our kids. This is going to take a lot of dollars to fund screening, testing, clinical trials, like the journey. We're going to move as quick as we can, and that's going to take money. It's going to take dollars, and so really encouraged by that effort that the Everett family made. And I want to encourage everybody else listening. This is going to take all of us thinking of ideas, whether it's washing cars, whether it's asking people in your community to donate big towards our kids, and finding a cure, and everything in between. Get creative, and let's put dollars towards research for our kids. Everett's, that was awesome. Great work.
More details will come soon, but we're really hoping to get our fundraiser on with a CERT1 splash. We want every family to be able to do this on the same day. We think that would be really fun globally, to pick a day on the calendar and say, each and every one of us in our community, we're going to splash and we're going to have a good time, and we're going to teach and educate and promote CERT1 as much as possible. And so that might look different for everybody. You might have sprinklers that you can just put some in your yard and have the kids get in their swimsuits. You might have a local splash pad that you can go to. You might be at the beach on your family vacation. You might go to the lake and celebrate on a boat. We just want this to be a really fun time. I know that something Lottie loves is water, and I think that is something we see with a lot of our kids. So the CERT1 Splash is to just raise awareness and raise funds. We are still in, the planning stages, but we're thinking late July and early August. That's kind of our timeline that we're shooting for. We ourselves might be doing a raffle. We might have, tickets available for purchase. We might have some things that we can offer to our community as far as like merch. So we're kind of trying to create some ideas that might bring funding in, just like the Everett family did. And so, we're hoping that we can all come together and do that here really soon. So stay tuned for that.
If your loved one was just diagnosed with CERT1 and you found this podcast through your CERT1 Googling after diagnosis, please check out our website, lottieslight.org. There's a section on there with resources for families under newly diagnosed. Please check it out. Please register with our foundation so we can get connected, so we can keep you up to date on all of the things like what you just heard in this podcast. We want to connect. We want to help you get plugged in with our community, our small community of families with CERT1 loved ones. Please check that out. And then
we hope y'all enjoyed this episode. If you have topics you would like us to cover, or people you think we should invite, or if you would like to join the conversation and share your story, please send us a note at hello@lottieslight.org. And remember, together we will illuminate a cure. Everywhere you want to listen to podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and beyond. So be sure to listen and share this episode with your friends and family.